Yes, I take responsibility for everything. I take responsibility for COVID. I take responsibility for George Floyd. I take responsibility for balancing the budgets. And I do take responsibility for making this state one of the best in the country for children to live, so the outcomes. I also note to folks that the one airport that has remained on time is Minneapolis-St. Paul. I take responsibility for that. I appoint everybody to the MAC Council, and I am fully responsible for it. So I'm not sure Minnesotans know that.
You got to get into the psychology of Tim Walz. I mean, this is like middle school behavior here. It's like, so it's your agencies that have let this fraud happen under your watch, because you obviously, Tim Walz, we know you don't work in a county somewhere or in a state agency approving paperwork for vendors and seeing if they are fraudulent or not. We understand that you're the governor and you appoint commissioners and then staff is hired. But that's his answer essentially. It's like, yeah, I'm responsible for this as much as I'm responsible for all the things that happen in the state. He starts with the pandemic, with George Floyd. I mean, what is he trying to say here? Yeah, it's all my fault. It's a very defensive answer. It doesn't really take accountability. And then the airport thing is even more bizarre. It's like, I'm responsible for on-time flights at the airport because I appoint the MAC, the Minneapolis Airport Commission, who oversees the running of the airports. Therefore, so in other words, he's saying, if you're going to hold me accountable for the fraud at the low level, then you got to give me credit for airplanes taking off on time at Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport. That is not taking accountability. That is defensiveness and excuse making.